Hi everybody, this is Thor. You can find me on the Discord answering some rules questions or doing a podcast called The Card Text with Bob and Scott, where we explore various rules issues with Marvel Champions. This is the 7th episode of my Marvel Champions playthrough, where Thor will take on the Wrecking Crew. So just take a moment to look at my Thor deck here. So I'll be playing Thor using his special brand of Asgardian Justice to ensure that these villains get back in the jail where they belong. Why are they breaking out of the raft? Does it say? This doesn't say. All right, wherever they're breaking out of, we're gonna get them back in there. So to build this deck, I've got the 3 basic resources and the 2 powers of justice for some resources. I've got Nick Fury and Mockingbird, along with Jessica Jones, Daredevil, and Agent Coulson as my allies. At the time, there's a few other allies that one could take: Heimdall and Lockjaw and Quake. I'm not taking any of them. In fact, I limit myself to just 5 allies in it. 6 allies total in a deck. Generally means 5 plus the signature ally, just to kind of, keep things from becoming too ally heavy. It's too easy from my perspective to just let allies dominate, and it eliminates a few deck designs that one could do. But overall, I just appreciate the limited ally count. Over here, for some basic cards, I have Target Acquired, which is a preparation so that Coulson can have a preparation to grab. Also, it's fairly useful against the Wrecking Crew. They have some star boosts that are annoying. Downtime. I like to take downtime in any hero where their recovery to hit point ratio is would appreciate a little bit of a boost. So, as with Iron Man, I take it with Thor, since his hit points in set can get up to 19 with only a 4 recovery. So 6 recovery is a lot better for that. I've got some resources of variety forms: Queen Carrier, a couple enhanced reflexes to give him some lightning bolts, because, God of Thunder and all that. Avengers Mansion for a little bit of card draw, help, and Asgard's hard to find. And a Helicarrier just for some additional resource acceleration, which there's a lot of resource acceleration for Thor, but, we're playing Justice, so we have some space to do that. A couple copies of First Aid, because these allies, at least Daredevil and Jessica Jones, even Coulson to an extent, they all appreciate being healed. And Thor himself could use extra healing, as noted with the downtime. Under Surveillance here, I'll give us a little bit more breathing room on the main scheme. It's just a good card for solo in almost all cases. Concussive Blow to give us the ability to confuse some villains, and For Justice to give us some thwart potential. So that's what we're looking at. We'll take this up against the Wrecking Crew. So now the Wrecking Crew, as with Risky Business, is a little bit of a gameable scenario. The main problem with Wrecking Crew is that these side schemes are not loss conditions. So when they get up to 10 threat, something bad will happen, but that bad thing is not, a loss, which means that you can a little bit let them scheme with impunity. Now that's not entirely true here. Day of Reckoning does some damage, so that can kill you. Also, it kills your allies pretty effectively, so you don't really want Day of Reckoning to go off. Pile It On gets rid of your best support, which can be annoying, or upgrade. So we don't really want to let that one go off. The other trick for Wrecking Crew is that you can a little bit game who activates. Bulldozer, we don't mind if his scheme goes off, which just makes us discard 10 cards. So it's extra encounter card on occasion, not a huge deal. Similar with Thunderball, it's not that big a deal if he goes, because it just stuns our hero and all of our allies. These kind of are the schemes that we don't mind going off. Everybody attacking us is kind of bad. Pile Driver is really the least bad. He just has a straight 3 attack. Compared to Bulldozer, who has overkill, so we cannot block him with allies effectively. Wrecker gets +2 attack when it's undefended, so you can't just take the hit, you have to block it, generally with allies. And Thunderball, who deals damage to every character you control. So Thunderball's maybe one of the worst attackers. And so, there's some tricks you can do with the scheme, but it's limited. I think there's not a terrible balance in that, you know, you don't want pile driver scheme to get too high, but you don't really mind if pile driver attacks you. In hero mode, generally things are kind of okay balanced, but when you're in alter ego, there's some pretty clear winners and losers. So anyways, you know, we'll probably take advantage of that a little bit. I won't try and game the scenario too hard, but that's what we're left with. All right, shuffle up all these decks, and we'll get started. Thor with his mighty 5-card hand. Oh, good, we got a Queen Carrier. That'll be a nice build card. Along with 2 enhanced reflexes, which is a little excessive, but we might keep one of them. I think I would rather build with both those cards than not. Oh, got a Thunder. There we go. That's better. Now I'll get some good stuff going there. All right. So Odin's Son is worthy. That means he can search his deck and discard pile for Mjolnir, take it into hand. We will go ahead and use Mjolnir, I think. Yeah. So we're going to flip to hero mode, then spend 1, 2, 3 resources to play Queen Carrier, which can only be played if your identity has the Avenger trait. And then we will spend Queen Carrier and Enhanced Reflexes to play God of Thunder. And we'll go ahead and try to get things a little more under control. We'll thwart the Wrecker here. All right, ready up. Draw our 4-card hand. All right, well, looks like we'll have some options here. All right, so let's break out. So for the start of the villain phase, 1 threat goes on the breakout, 1 threat goes on each side scheme. You can see how these quickly get out of hand, but as noted, that's okay. There's only a couple of them that we care too much about. After that, we move the active counter of the villain whose scheme has the most, which in this case is going to be Thunderball. So Thunderball will attack us. Deal 1 damage to the defending character. Actually, I'm not defending. It's not the attacked character. So I think that just does nothing because no one's defending. So he just does 2 damage and then 1 damage. Alright, and then we get an encounter card from Thunderball, and it's radioactive buildup. Well, that's not lovely. Excess damage dealt by him is placed as threat on his corresponding side scheme. So that's actually not that bad. You can still just block him with an ally. And then just get some threat and then stun people, and you know, I mean, it's not the worst thing ever. Alright, so that's it. That's the villain phase. Let's see. So we've got a Defender of the Nine Realms, which I think we're going to go ahead and play. Defender of the Nine Realms, and we'll have to figure out whose sides can we want to thwart with this. But Thunderball has 2 minions in his deck, so we'll get one of those out. Okay, we're gonna have to not let Thunderball activate anymore. Wow! That was a lot of cards to go through for our 1 minion. Maybe we do let him activate. Not much other than minions left in his deck. Alright, so we got the Corrupt Prison Guard, which takes 2 damage to kill. When a minion engages you, get to draw 2 cards. Ooh, it's Daredevil. And a double resource. Alright, well that seems pretty easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gets Nick Fury out, who can draw 3 cards. 4. Daredevil. Leaves me with 1. Alright, so this seems like a 1, 2. 3, 4 for Daredevil. And then we're going to just start doing some thwarting. So Daredevil's going to take Consequential to thwart Pile Driver scheme. Keep that under control. Nick Fury will take a Consequential to thwart Wrecker scheme. No. Actually, I guess let's sort those two schemes, and then we can let Bulldozer become active. Actually, no. Alright, I think I was right the first time. We're going to let Wrecker become active. He can attack Nick Fury. I'll deal 2 damage to this corrupt prison guard, thus defeating him. Just with only 3 cards, if he attacks, and then if I get the minion, that minion has surge, and that's not ideal. So we don't want an acceleration on the scheme at this point. I could go alter ego and let the Wrecker activate, but that would be bad. So we don't want that to happen. I could have thwarted both of them and let Bulldozer's scheme go off while I'm an alter ego, which could have been worth it for the just because I could then play downtime with Mjolnir. But then I'm giving up Nick Fury's block. I think I'm gonna stick it out in hero mode for one more turn, see what can happen. Let's hang on to the downtime. Why not? Alright. 1 threat. This goes over here. After we had 1 threat to each of these side schemes. Maybe we'll get somebody in a minute. Alright. Wrecker attacks. Nick Fury defends. Move the active counter to the villain with the least threat on his side scheme. That villain schemes. Alright, that's Pile Driver. He still does 3 damage to Nick Fury. So Nick Fury is defeated. Pile Driver schemes. 4-2. And I am confused. Alright, and then I get an encounter card from Pile Driver. He gets +3 hit points. And after I attack him, I can spend Double Fist to discard that card. Alrighty. Let's see. Yeah. That looks fine. Alright, this all seems more or less fine. Trying to figure out what I want to do now. So I could defend in the 9 realms again. I could clear my confused status. I could defend in the 9 realms to do some thwarting. Daredevil can do a bit of thwarting. And I can just get some of these schemes under control. And then, like Pile Driver and Thunderstruck, I'll maybe get Wrecker's theme under Wrecker, I guess. Sorry, Day of Reckoning. And then that'll let Bulldozer scheme when I go alter ego, which will be fine. So let's do that. All right. I'll go ahead and just clear my confused status, and then I'll play Defender of the 9 Realms. Hey, it's Escape Convict. Look at that. I get to draw 2 cards. I get to remove 3 threat, which I will remove from Day of Reckoning to keep that under control. Let's see, Sif could kill him all by herself. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 plays Avengers Mansion. Avengers Mansion draws 1 card, 2, 3. That's not enough to play Sif. Even with Mjolnir. I also can't Concussive Blow. And play Sif, right? 1, 2, 3 Concussive Blow. It's the same as Avengers Mansion. So this is looking like four, for Lady Sif, which readies Thor. Thor can punch this escaped convict, thus defeating him. Flip to alter ego. Play downtime. So that I can recover good. Alright, and then we will use Lady Sif to thwart Piledriver, and Daredevil. Gonna go ahead and thwart Day of Reckoning and deal 1 damage to Piledriver. I can back up to a 5-card hand. Alright, hey, it's Asgard. And Jessica Jones. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Mjolnir. Looks like we're good. Alright, Jessica Jones is great here because she gets +1 thwart for each side scheme. There are 4 side schemes. That's a lot of thwart. So she'll be doing me a lot of good there. Alright. We're going to have to thwart that main scheme down. This goes over to Bulldozer. And Bulldozer schemes for 2 plus a boost. It's a 2 boost. Alright. After threat's placed here, if there's 10 or more threat, here each player must discard the top 10 cards of their deck. And that drops down to 3. Alright, so 1. That goes in 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, that is all of my double resources. Mockingbird, who would have been useful, so. Alright, that's fine. Bulldozer gives me an encounter card. Get wrecked. Alter ego, the villain whose side scheme has the most threat schemes does not move the anything, so. Thunderball schemes for 3 plus a boost. 0. Move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat. Alright, so first he schemes for... Well, no. First, this happens. Move the active counter. Villain whose side scheme has the least threat, which is Rucker. If you're in hero form, that villain attacks you after this attack. It's not an attack. That attack does not get a boost card, so that doesn't matter. Okay. Then this goes up by 3. So we're almost all stunned. Okay. We can be stunned. So we're going to pull out Mjolnir. And we're going to kind of complete our setup here. So 1, 2, 3. Asgard. Yay, we finally have a reasonable sized hero hand. Flip to hero form. 1, 2, 3. Jessica Jones. Alright, Jessica Jones can thwart for 5, so we'll just go ahead and do that right here. Boom. Not even an issue. Alright. I don't have any resources to discard for this. I can't attack anybody else. So I'll just thwart a little bit. We really don't want that to go off. So we're going to go ahead and thwart that down to 1. Nope. We're going to thwart this down to 3 because we do not want him to be activating. We're going to try and beat him as soon as we finish off, I guess, Piledriver. It's all exciting stuff. Okay. We draw a hand. Wrecker's the main scheme. Alright, we're going to have to make at least one more trip to Alter Ego to get Mjolnir out. Just took us a long time to get down Asgard, but I think we're okay. So, oh, we didn't thwart this. Well, that's fine. It never goes up randomly, I think. Maybe it does. So those all go up. We'll let Bulldozer be active, I guess. I can take a hit. So Bulldozer attacks me for 3, 4. I get an encounter card from him. I get an escaped convict. I get to draw 2 cards. And I get an extra encounter card. Surging. I get another escaped convict. I don't get to draw 2 cards that time. And lead the charge. Discard the top X cards of your deck. Where that's bulldozer attack, so that's 3. 1, 2, 3. Alright. And finally, headbutt. That's the one I hate. Discard a random card from your hand. If you are in hero form, take damage equal to that card's printed cost, which is 0. So, no problem. Okay. Yeah. So, I think we'll just go ahead and do a little bit more building up. 4 for Nick Fury. Nope. Hold on. Before we do that, Lady Sif is going to punch one of these escaped convicts. One, 2, 3, 4 for Nick Fury, who's going to draw me 3 cards. Alright, 2 for this, 1, 2, 3, 4 for that, and that will be a lot of build. But it's a good amount. Alright, I'll draw one. You never know. Could have been a double fist. It was not. Alright, Nick Fury is going to go ahead and... No. I don't think... So, I'm going to go ahead and kill this escape convict. That was the bulldozer one, right? Alright, now we're just going to go ahead and take control of all these schemes. So, Nick Fury will knock 2 threat off the main scheme. I'm going to just go ahead and let Daredevil finish himself off. He's going to knock 2 threat off of the Day of Reckoning. Make sure that does not trigger. Do another damage pile driver. And Jessica Jones is going to knock off 5 threat. We'll just sink Thunderstruck all the way to 0. Actually, I'm going to sink the main threat to 0. That seems solid. Coulson we'll hang on to. We get a 5-card hand. I don't even necessarily need to go Alter Ego to get Mjolnir. Oh, I could have. I could have played it last turn. Well, whatever. To have 2 fists. I have Queen Carrier, so might just go ahead and take that out. Although I would like to start probably doing some serious attacking. So we'll see what can happen. Alright. First, 1 threat. 1 on each side scheme. Bulldozer's active. He attacks. For 3 plus a boost. This has overkill, but that's fine. Nick Fury can still defend it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So Nick Fury takes 2. I take 2. I get another encounter card. Chaos in the Prison. Discard upgrade you control or place 1 threat on his side scheme for each upgrade I control. Let's see. I control 1, 2, 3 upgrades. Sure, 3 threat. That's fine. Just not even bad, actually. Alright. Avengers Mansion draws a card. One, 2, 3 for Coulson, who pulls that card back. 1, 2, 3. I said I was done building. I'm not. For a helicarrier, 1, 2. For a helmet, I get 5 hit points. 5. All right. Coulson's going to go ahead and thwart this scheme that's actually dangerous. We're going to go Alter Ego, and we're going to recover for 6. So we have 3 hit points left. I said something about not gaming stuff, but I need to get Mjolnir. So I'm going Alter Ego. time to start beating some folks up. All right. Bulldozer is the active villain. He schemes for 2. And then this goes to Piledriver. Goes up to over 10 and then drops. I discard 10 cards, which is my whole deck. And I get an encounter card. And then I get another encounter card. Oops. Pummel. Piledriver schemes. If he were tough, he would get +2. He's not tough, so he schemes for 2. Move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat, which is him and Bulldozer, so I guess we'll move it. I don't know if I have to move it, but I did. Discard the sport you control at the highest cost. Bye, Mansion. It was nice to have you for a second. Sadly. There it goes. Alright. We need a Mjolnir. Let's see. We saw his one guy, right? But not his other guy, so I could pull a minion from here if I felt like it. Do I feel like it? I don't know that I do. Maybe. I think probably not. I have a double fist that'll kill that quite easily. So then the question is, do I want to 4 Asgard? I think I might just recover up to 19, although that's 3 wasted recovery that I don't need to waste. So maybe I won't recover. All right, let's suppose I do not recover. I use strength to kill this. I play Mjolnir. I play hammer throw, 3, and replay Mjolnir. That's 1. I have 1, 2, 3 additional resources. So that's enough to also play under surveillance. That seems like a good turn. Let's do that. Alright, I go hero form. I play Mjolnir. I punch Piledriver for 3 and take 1 and discard this to discard this to do effectively 3 damage. One, 2, 3. Hammer throw. I exhaust and put Mjolnir back in my hand to do 8 damage. 8. I take 1. Helicarrier, Mjolnir costs -1. I spend these last 2 cards to put under surveillance on the main scheme. So now it can hold 10 threat instead of just 6. Coulson is going to defeat Piledriver. Oh, you know what? I'm about to defeat Piledriver. This is precisely when I want to play Defender of the Nine Realms. Rewind that part. Defender of the Nine Realms. Although then I won't be able to defeat him, will I? Oh, maybe. If I try something. There's this Corrupt Prison Guard. I draw 2 cards. I mean, I should not have held on to that particular card. I should have held on to this card instead of 4 Asgard. There we go. Alright. Everything else seems happy. I played Defender of the Nine Realms, so I get to remove 3 threat. We will take it off. Day of Reckoning. Well, I could lightning strike, which would defeat Pile Driver. No, it wouldn't. He's not an active villain. Well, I don't know. Maybe that wasn't a good play. If this was a normal double resource, I could play Enhanced Reflexes and Under Surveillance. As is, I think I still want to play Under Surveillance. I think I got caught up with myself. There's 2 cards on Pile Driver. Yeah, I can't defeat him now. I don't know what I was thinking. I should have just stuck with what I did originally. Alright. That's fine. Golson's going to thwart him for 2. Let's take a hit from the Scrub Prison Guard. Jessica Jones. Go ahead and use her up. She's going to thwart for 5. There we go. Yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and hang on to all those cards. That's fine. 5 card hand. Interesting. 1 threat. So I'm going to let Bulldozer keep being active. So he attacks me for 3 plus boost. It's fine. 5. And then 2 from this guy. And I get an encounter card. Bulldozer attacks me again for 3 plus a boost. This time I'm going to have to discard a bunch of cards. Alright. That's fine. 4. I discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. That's the end of that turn. Play First Aid to heal Coulson. I will Helicarrier to make Lightning Strike cost -1, and then spend 1, 2, 3. Let's do it this way, actually. Alright, Helicarrier makes card cost -1. We'll play this guy. 3 counters. I only need 3 of this. Ah, that doesn't work, does it? I'm just off. Alright, well, Helicarrier makes this cost -1. We go back to what I said a second ago. We play Lightning Strike for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 damage to the villain and this minion that's engaged with me. Coulson's gonna go ahead and punch Pile Driver so that he's been defeated. We don't have to deal with him anymore. I'm gonna go all 3 go, and I'm gonna recover for 6. Yeah, you know I threw a hammer throw. I think I probably could have hammer throwed through some stuff. I don't know. Pretty sure I had some options. Alright, 1 threat. 1 threat on each side scheme that still exists. And then Bulldozer is going to scheme against me for 2, 3, 4. And then I get an encounter card. And it's a Corrupt Prison Guard. If only I was hero, then I would have drawn 2 cards. Alright. Recover for 6. I'm gonna flip to hero form. we need to take out Thunderball. So he's not the active villain, which makes that a little tricky because Hammer Throw is not going to hit him. So I don't know what that means exactly. I think I'm going to go ahead and for justice the main scheme to 0. 1, 2, 3 is a Hammer Throw or Concussive Blow maybe on somebody. So I can go alter ego, probably Wrecker. Although he's the one I want to kill. Thunderball maybe? I could Concussive Blow this guy, but then I don't have enough resources to Hammer Throw anyways. Yeah, I might as well just Hammer Throw, right? Sure. Hammer Throw! Exhaust, draw. Defeat this Corrupt Prison Guard. I mean, Bulldozer's about to go over anyways. It's 5 damage. One, 2, 3. Mongbird. Alright, who's gonna activate? Let's see, I can knock 3 threat off this side scheme. So it's Bulldozer. Alright. It looks like we're gonna get an acceleration. That's fine. We're gonna deal 3 damage to Thunderball. We're gonna take him out. Alright, villain phase. 1 threat. 1 threat on each of these. Oh, he doesn't activate. I knew that was going to happen. So his scheme goes, which means he gets 10 cards. Ah, and he deals me his last one. Joker. Joker, you dealt me your last card. That means we get an acceleration on the main scheme. Alright. And then Wrecker is stunned, so he does not attack. We get an encounter card from Wrecker. So the first thing that happens is Bulldozer gets his helmet. That gives him +1 attack. And whenever he attacks me, he discards the top cards off my deck. And then you're dead beat. Deal 1 damage to the hero or ally with the fewest remaining hit points. That would be Coulson. So that defeats Coulson. And that puts 3 threat on Wrecker's side scheme. Alright. That's fine. We can let Wrecker activate even, and Fury can block him. So, or I could just Concussive Blow. Let's see. Fury. I think we're going to do this. We're going to play Fury for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that's great. And we're going to let Fury deal 4 damage to Thunderball. Then Fury's going to attack Thunderball. One, 2, 3. This just seems too much like what I want to do. We're going to deal 3 damage to Wrecker and confuse... No. And confuse him, I guess. Mockingbird will deal 1 damage to Thunderball. We're gonna, I can do something. I could, or I could recover. I'm just gonna recover. And pull back Mjolnir. And then play it with this Lightning Strike. Already on my cards. Draw a 6. Right, yeah, 6. Alright. Two threat. 1 threat on each of these side schemes. Wrecker's confused, so he does not activate. I get an encounter card. Crowbar toss. Wrecker schemes anyways. So he schemes for 3, 4. I deal 2 damage to each character I control, which defeats these 2 allies, one of which was going to go anyways, and I take 2 damage. Then move the active counter to the villain whose side scheme has the least threat, which is still Wrecker because, you know, he just schemed. All right, that's fine. A couple damage, we can survive. We'll get his guy if we search. Yep. Just trying to decide what I want to do. I think I flipped to hero mode. I think I'm going to go ahead and Defender of the Nine Realms. Alright, let's get your guy. Oh, why is it the bottom card? Well, that's another acceleration. But I do get to draw 2 cards. And I got a Hammer Throw and a Lightning Strike. Excellent. I was kind of hoping for a Lightning Strike. So, Helicarrier makes this cost -1. I play it. 1, 2, 3. That kills this Corrupt Prison Guard and does 3 damage there. So I could Hammer Throw, which would be nice for dealing with some stuff. Although I could spend a little extra energy and just hit him. So if I have extra resources, I'll just note now, I haven't calculated everything out. When I calculate everything out, I'll spend extra energies as I need to. I could just deal 6 damage if I punched and punched again. That seems good. 1, 2, 3, 4. So that leaves me with 1. Alright. So we're going to spend this Hammer Throw to deal 1 more damage to Wrecker. Alright. We punch Thunderball. 1, 2, 3, 4 resources. Plays Lady Sif, which readies Thor. And Thor punches Thunderball again. Thunderball is defeated. Lady Sif's gonna go ahead and I think thwart the main scheme because it's gonna be going up 3 every turn. That's a little excessive. Although she could take Bulldozer to kill range. But that's fine. 5 card hand. It's a Hammer Throw. So let's see, that's 11 damage. Just need a little bit more. Might be able to get that. Not sure. It's 11 damage just from me, so 4 damage from the 2 of them. That leaves 1 left. Just a little shy. I don't think I can quite kill him next turn. This moves on to Bulldozer, who attacks me for 4 plus a boost. That's fine. Oh, come on. Why's it gotta be the minion? I feel like I didn't up these by 1. I'm not 100% sure that's true. Sorry. And then I have to discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, I get discard 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4. There you go. Happy? Happy, Bulldozer? So this means if I had attacked with Lady Sif instead of thwarting, I'd be able to win the game right here. But I didn't. Let's just go ahead and play a mansion. Draw a card. It's another Hammer Throw, but I can't play 2 Hammer Throws in 1 turn, so. Or not and a turn where I already played a mansion. Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Jessica Jones, she thwarts for 3. Lady Sif deals 2 damage to Bulldozer. I deal 3 damage to Wrecker. There we go. Kill range. They die next turn. Bulldozer can activate against me, that's fine. I get next turn counter card. And draw. Oh, not 3. What am I doing? 1. I totally hit the wrong key on the keyboard for no reason. Alright. 1, 2, 3. 1, 1. Stays on Bulldozer because he's still the highest. He attacks me for 4 plus a boost. That's fine. 6. I discard 6 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright. I get an encounter card. Get wrecked. Villain whose side scheme has the least threat attacks me, so that's Wrecker. Lady Sif defends that. He gets plus 3 attack, so he attacks her for 6. That's fine. She still is defeated. That's his. Alright. Gas in the prison. Discard an upgrade. Or add a bunch of threat to his scheme. Well, I don't feel like it. I'll discard downtime. No loss. I draw 1 card. 1, 2, 3. Hammer throw. Exhaust. And take it into my hand. Deal 8 damage. Wrecker is defeated. Spend 1. Play Mjolnir. Next card costs -1. Spend 2. Hammer throw. Exhaust. Pull it back into my hand. Deal 8 damage. 2. Bulldozer. He's defeated. Replay Mjolnir. Yay! Alright. Anyways, Dragon Crew is defeated by Thor. He is able to do it. Alright, so yeah, that was fun. They bouncing around villains. I know there's a lot of gameable things here. Obviously, you know, it's just that whole lack of threat pressure means you can go alter ego as much as you want, but you know, the game's fun when you can go alter ego, so I'll give it that. You can do a lot more. Under surveillance helped to keep the main scheme threat not too bad, although, I mean, 3 threat a turn, that was not going to last long, really, in the grand scheme of things. This was not going to take, I couldn't go forever, but yeah, I mean, I probably overbuilt more than I needed to necessarily to win. I could have started hammer throwing earlier, not spent Mjolnir all through the first time through my deck, but anyways, it's fun enough. It's good times against Dragon Crew. So next time, you can join me. I will begin on the Rise of Red Skull by taking on Crossbones with Spider-Woman, with her history with Hydra and coming in the box and all that. So we'll do Spider-Woman, and we'll use the 2 aspects that I haven't used yet. We'll use Leadership and Protection for this run through, and then that will have completed another time through all 4 aspects. So join me on Thursday, and we'll see how that goes. All right. Have fun, and I'll see you next time.